I've been playing Guild Wars Reforged and following news for the past month, and here's my prediction for 2026. I'll present you with a list of facts, and then based upon it, we'll build further to get some conclusions. But before we start, I'm a small little tiny YouTuber, so if you want to help me grow, hit that subscribe button until it turns back red, like in the good old times. Join our army, and together we'll show the Char what fire really is. Let's start with some facts then. On 18th of November 2025, ArenaNet announced Guild Wars Reforged that it's going to come out on 3rd December 2025. The initial promises of the initial release were not that big. There was additional support for controllers, Steam Decks, tweaks and fixes here and there to make the game slightly better on the modern devices, and the expansions were repriced so they suit more modern prices, as the game was pretty old and was just more suitable for new players to buy it for a little less. The most obvious change was the new questing system, which showed the quests as you went with them. That was not in the previous version. And also a couple of graphical tweaks and fixes, but that was not that visible at all, so it was basically the same game without many changes for a while. But despite the changes being very insignificant, the flow of the players to the game was massive, and that changed the dynamics of Guild Wars Reforged. You see, on 18th of December we got another Winter's Day update, which added Reforged mode that made Prophecy's character and a slightly big amount of XP and gold, 5%, and Dam's Covenant that makes your characters, when they die, they lose the Dam's Covenant thingy, but you still can play this. It's kind of hardcore mode, but not really. But most importantly, there are also real changes to the game. Party size in pre-searing has been increased to 4, and also Reforged characters were able to reach Pike and Square in pre-searing. As for today, that would be all of the physical changes to the game, so not much, but ladies and gentlemen, remember... No ladies, watch me. Lads, do not forget. This has been updated for a month. Another fact that's important to take into consideration before we do any predictions is that Guild Wars Reforged is not being developed by ArenaNet itself, but by 2 weeks, a small co-founded studio by past ArenaNet employees. They are focusing on this project. It's not that they are just a whole team doing some additional changes. No, they are the team who is that is dedicated to this game. The size of the players' inflow to the game, while temporary in this amount, will leave some new players with us, which will make the game more alive and more monetizable. What could that mean? Well, let's get into the predictions part. 2026 would probably be the only year in which ArenaNet could release a new expansion to Guild Wars to make some money on it. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. Most likely this is not, unfortunately, going to be the case. Probably not to change the balance of the 10 classes in the game, and to kind of leave it as it is in its original shape. Although, let's be honest, if a small expansion in this game would come out, not only I would be the one to buy. Constantly growing player base will, however, guarantee one thing, especially that there is a new studio. I'm 100% sure that there are going to be new patches and new updates. I do not think that is going to be anything massive, but I expect that there will be a couple of more brave changes, if I may say so, such as the Reforged mode and Dom's Covenant. After 20 years, lads, it's been nearly most of my life. So at this pace, I would expect some changes, but not changes that would change the game how it is. Mostly changes that would be small, maybe some additional quests, and that's actually something I would believe that is going to be a case. Perhaps some additional content, not much, but a couple of stories. That is what I would expect to appear, which would make the game replayable once again, and that would be a good business idea for them to do. They wouldn't have to make any bigger expansions, it's just that, you can buy additional character slots in the game, so you would buy another characters and replay the game for the new quests. More players would come in again, and that cycle would just make the game even more alive. And with these updates, the Guild Wars community will keep blooming and blooming and growing, which will further ignite future potential for the game. I wouldn't, however, expect too much of a revival when it comes to the game. That would probably not be changed into Guild Wars 3. But I'm certain that the hype will at least slightly multiply the community and also give us some additional content for those that, just like I, were pretty damn patient for the internet to do some changes, and I'm pretty sure that all of us are going to be happy that 2026 is going to be the year of Guild Wars Reforged. And what do you think? Drop a like to this video and comment down below what you think is going to happen to Guild Wars Reforged this year. Not this year yet. And it's most likely you're going to watch it actually in 2026. But anyways, thank you so much for enjoying this video, or not enjoying it. If you didn't enjoy it, go and cry in a corner, but if you did, drop a like to this video and give me a subscription. This will help a lot, and every video that I'll make will appear for you to ignore in your feed. Thanks again so much for your attention, and I wish that year 2026 is going to be one of the years you ever had.